There's a large amount of mold underneath this window.
This was supposed to be Calvin and Alexis Bruno's dream home. Instead, they say the new build has been a nightmare.
If we would have moved in here, we were told within 6 months the mold would have started eating through the walls.
The Brunos bought a piece of land in Tyndall, Manitoba in 2021 and were told the builder who would construct their new home would be Steve Collins Contracting Limited. They have a 13-year-old daughter who requires a wheelchair, and their home had too many stairs. Partway through construction, a building inspector discovered mold had developed in the crawl space and issued 2 stop work orders until it was removed.
With the type of mold, we could have got extremely sick from it. Anyone that's immune compromised, like my daughter, there's potential she could actually die from it.
He alleges the builder didn't initially put up a vapor barrier on the house to prevent moisture from getting in, and by the time he did, it was too late.
The Brunos aren't the only ones who have issues with this builder. 2 lawsuits were filed against Steve Collins Contracting this year. In the first one, a Winnipeg man says he paid to have a cabin built at Hillside Beach, but a year later, it's not finished and riddled with deficiencies.
Bulges are everywhere. We've got bulges there, here, there.
Marco Costantini and his wife are suing Steve Collins and his company for what they allege is shoddy work he did on their cottage in Hillside Beach. Their lawsuit outlines a long list of deficiencies, including claims mold was forming on exposed wood in the crawl space because of a lack of water drainage and vapor barrier.
He's not a reasonable person and doesn't feel like anything has been done wrong. And I don't want to put my family in a home that's not structurally safe. And nobody down the line is taking any accountability.
Steve Collins didn't agree to an interview, but in a statement of defense says the Costantinis made changes and additions to the project which increased the cost. And he claims there were issues getting construction permits, which also led to delays. As for his work, Collins says the construction was carried out in accordance with the specifications contained in the engineered drawings, and he denies all the allegations and responsibility for any deficiencies. A Manitoba woman is also suing Collins and his company for allegedly taking $250,000 and only pouring cement for a sub-basement and installing concrete blocks before abandoning the project. Collins hasn't filed a statement of defense in that case. Costantini wants to see Manitoba laws that protect consumers in cases like this so that people don't have to incur more expenses filing lawsuits to recoup what they've lost.
Things need to change in the industry. I just don't see how this can continue going on with nobody taking accountability, nobody making sure that the homeowners are being protected.
Costantini met the Brunos for the first time last week and says they've bonded over their shared experiences. The Brunos say they plan to sue Collins' company, but in the meantime, they've hired another contractor to fix all the deficiencies in hopes their family will be able to move into their home this year. Caroline Bargout, CBC News, Winnipeg.